Hi guys, it's me again. For those of you who don't know me, my blog is Retroviamon, which roughly translates in French to My Beautiful Reunion. But my name is Lauren, and you're welcome to call me as such. I'm back again to talk to you about affording a plant-based diet or a vegan diet. I have my little friend Maggie with me here today. She may leave in a minute, but she wanted to come say hi to everyone. So what I wanted to talk to you about, okay, bye Maggie, was about how to afford eating a plant-based diet on a budget or eating a vegan diet on a budget. One of the reasons that so many people get stuck in the trap of eating animal products is because they tend to be pretty cheap, or so it seems. Number one, once you start adding these things up into your cart, plus the produce, or some people have really horrifying shopping carts and eat no produce, it really does add up in price, number one. I was eating animal products less than 6 months ago, so I know what the cost is. And it really, it really is, excuse me, a lot more than people realize. And also health-wise, continuing to eat these products over a long period of time is going to cost you a lot of money. Even though insurance covers quite a bit, A, you still have copays, and B, there's people who don't have insurance. When you need medication for blood pressure or diabetes or other things that are related to eating the standard American diet, because, newsflash, these conditions are not just related to obesity. In fact, I know many people who are overweight who do not have these conditions. People who eat a very healthy plant-based diet can still be overweight and be healthy. People don't want to believe this, but it's true. But back to affording food on a budget. So, like I said in my previous video, I graduated from college about a year ago. I went to a 4-year program that was pretty darn expensive and racked up a decent amount of debt, which I had to start paying back 6 months after I graduated, despite the fact that I still don't have a job in my field. I am a licensed teacher for elementary school. I'm currently just working a 9-to-5 job, still trying to find a teaching job, so I'm on a fixed budget when it comes to eating as a vegan. So one of the things that I really taken advantage of, because at first I was just kind of going crazy with buying tons of produce at full price, and if you're on a budget, this really doesn't work. You will run out quickly, and then you'll get really frustrated, and a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people will go back to eating the standard American diet because they feel that it's unaffordable or unattainable to keep eating a plant-based diet or a vegan diet, lifestyle. So one of the things I've taken advantage of is that some grocery stores will offer reduced produce. Like I mentioned in a post a couple days ago, Price Chopper does not do this. I actually got on the phone and called them the other day because I had noticed that they did not have reduced produce out and wondered if maybe they held it in the back. And they, the person I spoke to said that they do not sell produce at reduced rates, and they do not sell bulk produce for any cheaper. Some places I know you can go and get a huge box of bananas and they'll reduce the price for you if you buy the whole box. I have yet to find a place that does this in my area. I'm in northeastern Connecticut, but I'm pretty sure Whole Foods does it. The closest one to me is Glastonbury, and it's just way too long of a drive. But the place that I've been going to frequently is Stop and Shop. And I know this is a chain that is pretty widespread, so for anybody in the New England area, there's usually a Stop and Shop somewhat close by. And Stop and Shop, they got a new CEO, I believe a year or two ago, if I'm remembering correctly, who kind of evaluated the cost that they were spending on produce. And because so many people want to walk into a grocery store and see mounds and mounds of fruits and vegetables, and this is all great and good, and it's very pleasing to the eye, but it's not really economical to have that much produce out because it goes bad. Because the bottom line is people are not buying as much produce as they are other things. So What they did was they used like filler cartons underneath the produce to make it look like there was more there than there is. And they also started selling the reduced produce rather than someplace like Price Chopper, just throwing it away. Because it's not cost effective to throw food away when there are people who will buy it. So Stop and Shop puts out their reduced produce early, like noon, between noon and 1 every day. Obviously I work 9 to 5, so I can't get there till about 5:15, 5:30, but there's still usually a pretty decent amount left. You gotta, use your judgment, pick through it. There's some stuff that's in there that, I look at it and I'm like, why would they put that there? It's definitely bad. But for the most part, there's a lot of really good fruit and vegetables left there that I can't believe is destined for the trash can. Even some of the stuff that is still soft, like tomatoes that may be a little softer, hello, tomato sauce, or any kind of fruit, if you can chop it and freeze it, put it in a bag, you've got stuff for smoothies. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten fruit and somebody's like, isn't that a little overripe? And I'll take it home and chop it up and put it in a little container in my freezer, and then I have really, really quick stuff to make smoothies in the morning because I am perpetually running late for work in the morning. I'm not late to work, but I'm perpetually running to try and get out the door. So it's easier for me to do something like put my ingredients and prep them in the freezer so that I can just dump them in my blender in the morning and finish getting ready while it's mixing up. So what I got today, and I have a picture of it too, but I'm not going to hold everything up because I put it all away already. Sorry, I like to be organized. The stuff's all in the fridge, the pantry, whatever. But I do have my receipt, and I have a list on my phone here that I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I got today and how much it cost me. Now, I bought a couple extra things because I worked a couple extra hours and I wanted them. So one of the things that I got and that I don't usually get, but I just kind of had a craving for it, and I'm not in the business of denying myself something that I really want to eat that's healthy and plant-based. So I got these Cedars stuffed grape leaves, and I understand that the writing's backwards, but they were really good, so I ate 2 containers of those because I haven't eaten dinner yet. It's 7:30 and I was hungry. So, all right, here is what I got today at Stop and Shop. 5-pound bag of potatoes, and that I actually have right here. Organic potatoes. They're usually $5 a bag, which is still a really decent deal for organic potatoes, but they were reduced produce for $2.50. So that was a pretty good deal. Didn't want to pass that up. And the potatoes are fine. And they're not sprouting or anything. I don't know why they were reduced, but I checked them. A sniff test is really usually a good way to tell if your potatoes are bad. I have yet to find a smell comparable to rotting potatoes, excuse me. It's not hard to tell if they're bad. So potatoes are fine, and I'll probably make some kind of vegetable hash later this week, or even just bake them and put some earth balance on them because that's really good too. The other thing I got was mangoes. Mangoes were on sale this week at Stop and Shop because, God forbid, they get ripe and they're not hard as a rock. 10 for $10. So I got 10. You don't want to get too greedy when you have reduced produce because it will go bad and then you're going to end up throwing it away, and then you're going to be really pissed at yourself that you bought it to just chuck it. I don't like wasting food, so I didn't go insane with it. I got 10 of them. I think that'll be enough. The next thing I got was cherry tomatoes. These are often one little one might go bad, and they repackage them for a reduced price. So I got 2 packages, which added up to 3.36 pounds of cherry tomatoes, $3.68. So really good price for that. It was almost about $1 a pound, and usually they're about $2.99 a pound. So definite reduction in price there. I got regular sized tomatoes, about medium size. I don't like the huge ones because that usually means that they were grown with some funky stuff. You still want to check labels and make sure that you're either getting conventionally grown produce that you'll wash well, or organic produce. Being on a fixed budget, it's not always an option for me to buy everything organic. While I buy as much as I can that's organic, not everything is organic. So a lot of the produce that I got today was not. The potatoes definitely were, but like I said, it's just not always an option. There's a lot of information out there on how to wash pesticide and other wax and residues off of them. Vinegar soaks are usually really good for this. But read your labels, make sure that it doesn't, that you're not buying GMO food, which is always a concern when the tomatoes are the size of your head. But anyways, so I got 11 tomatoes, which was about 3.305 pounds, $3.04. So this is about $1 a pound. Really, really, really good price for that. So I was really happy about that. I got 5 oranges that were a little soft, but that's fine because I'm going to juice them anyways. 2.93 pounds for $2.29. 6 peaches, which again they were soft, but I'm going to peel them, cut them up, and use them for smoothies. About 2.16 pounds, $1.88 for that. I got 6 zucchinis, not huge ones, but the bigger they get, I find the flavor's not as good, so I like the smaller ones anyways. About 2.27 pounds for $2.10. I got 3 avocados, which weren't on sale, but avocados are my weakness and I like them, so those are 3 for $5. Still kind of expensive, but because the other produce was pretty inexpensive, that allowed me to go ahead and buy items like the avocados or like my little snack of the grape leaves. So I got the grape leaves, which were simply $4 a package, averaged out to about 50 cents per little grape leaf roll, because there's 8 in each of them. And I also got a little under a pound of snap peas for $2.56. I'm not sure what the original price was on those, but I know it was a lot more than that. The thing that I was happiest about, and I always find good deals on these, were bananas. And those are almost always gone when I get there, so I was happy to find 1 package left. I got 2.24 pounds of bananas for $1.01. I have another place that I go to, a local farm stand that's down the road. I go there on the weekends because it's the only time they're open after 5. And on Sunday, they'll have the bananas left over that may have gone a little bit brown or gotten spotted during the course of the week. And they sell those for 29 cents a pound. Still a little up there for brown or spotted bananas that they're trying to get rid of, but I still clean them out anyways. If they're really, really soft, bordering on a little mushy, which really is just a breakdown of the carbohydrates into sugars, I'll just freeze them. I use frozen bananas in my smoothies every single day, so it really is not going to bother me to buy a whole bunch of bananas. I can put them in the freezer before they'll go bad, or eat them. I ate 10 bananas today, so I like bananas. So that was the total. Everything all together, got my Stop and Shop receipt here, was $48.04. And then I also have a rewards card, so that saved me another $6.02. So the grand total for all of that was $42.02. And that allowed me to have a little extra money to be able to go and get a few other things that I might need during the week. Because that inevitably happens, that you will go on a grocery shopping trip, grab a whole bunch of stuff, and then halfway through the week you'll be like, oh crap, I needed something else. So it's definitely affordable. I mean, I could definitely eat all of that probably in a week, but $42 a week is really not astronomical to feed yourself. I'm assuming it would definitely take a little more legwork to try and figure out how to budget if you are shopping for your whole family on a vegan or plant-based diet. I don't have kids, so I can't really speak to that, but if you are an individual like myself, living on your own, paying your own bills, paying all your own crap, it's definitely attainable to be able to afford to eat a plant-based diet. If you are in this situation where you are living on your own, or even if you're living at home with your parents and you're just working part-time and you're trying to figure out how you can avoid their refrigerator of death, because I know from what I've seen on Tumblr, there's a lot of people who are still living at home. Wasn't an option for me, but that's a whole nother story. But if you're living at home with your parents and they're not really receptive to you eating a plant-based diet, it definitely is possible. Number one, you got to get a job. If you are not able to do this, definitely just try and work with them. And if you guys want me to go into the whole talking to your parents thing, I would be more than happy to do a video on this. However, this is getting a little lengthy at almost 15 minutes, so I'm going to end this here. If you have any other questions or about affording a plant-based or vegan diet, or if you have any video requests, I'm going to start doing more videos, so just send me a message or write to me in my ask box, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I'm pretty quick about responding, so just drop me a line. Thanks guys, bye.